Hey, welcome back. This is Coach Parker with CoachParker.org. How are you guys doing today? Got another video here of my play calling. Yesterday I did a pretty easy game of this team here against easier opponent, maybe the second to the last opponent in the league, that division that year. This is our rival, and we were both actually in the Super Bowl for this age division, for this group. And so this is, I think, our third game in season against these guys. We're rivals. We've been playing these guys for about 2 or 3 years, both fall and spring seasons. And this is the game here against them. We are definitely the lead, I guess, the #1 seed right now. We've got this big tailback that is very good, and we've beat the Knights for many seasons, and we are about to play this game here. So this is the full offensive game, and I'll go through it. It looks like, so right now we're in an angle left. It looks like we run a crackmo sweep here. So if you guys have bought the Power Wing Beast offense book, the angle formation is an offset I formation, and this is the main play out of that, which is a wing back crack motion on the D end, and then we sweep out to the 27-29 hole here. So let's take a look at that. So here we go. As you can see, we get the playoff. There's the crack motion. I'd really like that back to be a little bit wider, but he does get a hit on the D end, even though the D end pushes him off. The fullback swings around him, decides, I guess, he's not going to be a concern, which he's not because the tailback is way out wide. Fullback should have picked up the linebacker there and really doesn't want to hit anybody, it looks like. So this is the second play. We're in, looks like we're in trig here, which is the diamond formation in the Power Wing Beast offense. And it looks like we're going to do a quick dive here into the 4 hole, trying to fake them out with that tailback. They know that tailback, and they're going to key him a lot. And we didn't make a great block there, but we got a couple of yards on that, so not too bad. So it looks like we're still in the trig formation here. I think it's second down here. Well, let's see what we do. Oh, yep. I like to throw on second down again. It's second and about 8. Through the tight end. Looks like it hit his hands. We probably should have caught that, although you can see there's everybody around him. Most people in the league, they've read my stuff. I give the coaches clinic. They know I like to throw tight end pop passes, so they were probably all over that. And then here we go, because it's third and long. I'm wanting to sweep. Looks like I'm going to sweep to the wide side of the field, or the wider side of the field is toward us. And we're in a Beast Jumbo set, which is kind of a Wildcat set. And we're going to be sweeping here. And you can see the 3 backs. Each of these guys, this guy should get this guy should get this guy. So they should all hook up here, count 1, 2. And if there's not a 3 here, he'll help with this guy here. This guy should get this guy should get this guy. So here we go. Let's see how it looks. So here we go. This is a jumbo 18 type of sweep, and it looks like we got an offside penalty because of a bad snap, which kills you, just absolutely kills you. But I will say that tailback has a hard time remembering the snap. But here we go. Looks like we've got a trig counter on. I think that's what this play is. And the quarterback goes too wide. You can see the hole here. He's too wide. He bumped right into the to the back here, which is going to force him to go wide because I think it fumbles and it bounces right back to him. He does a good job of getting the ball back up into him, but he's not a fast enough back to get to the outside, and we get toasted there. So not a good series of 2 plays, a fumble and a penalty right there. So that was not good. So definitely I'm going to try to sweep to the wide side out of this Beast Jumbo again. And let's see if we can make some blocks. It looks like we actually are trying to get on some people. We break a tackle here. Looks like we got a bunch of guys hitting each other there. So that's good. And that tailback sweeps out, and we got lucky on a 4th and 13 out of the Beast Jumbo. Now, you guys that have bought the Power Wing Beast Offense book and run this Beast Jumbo, that's what it's good for. If you've got that speed back that can get outside, that Jumbo sweep is really killer on a lot of defenses, especially when they know that's a good back. You pretty much have to blitz it, and if you don't, it's gone. And especially when you get your backs to block like they did on that play. So happy to pick up the first down there. We're over the 50-yard line, it looks. And so we've gone wide. We've gone some other stuff. First down. I just want to hit them with a Beast tank here. I think this is a Beast tank or a Beast wedge. Just kind of test out what's going on in the middle. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, this is a Beast wedge. Just kind of testing out the middle. He breaks out, and he gets 8 yards there, 9 yards on that. And that's what you can do with the, if you see our linemen, we recruit and draft to get bigger linemen. We got a big center this season. So, everybody's kind of like, well, the wedge is only really good maybe for a goal line or a couple of yards. Well, we really practice the wedge. Our linemen get touchdown stickers if the backs score on a wedge or a Beast tank play. So they're highly motivated to make sure these plays get good. So we're back in the Beast tank, or the Beast formation here, the Beast tight. So let's see, he's probably going to run a tank here. Yeah, it runs a tank for the first down. Let's get the first down. As you can see, that's another 6 yards. Now, look, everybody says this Beast stuff is gimmicky, but this team was the Super Bowl team here in Keller, Texas for KYA Rec football, 9, 10, and 11-year-olds. And they've been a rival for us a long time. They know I run the Beast stuff, and they still have some tough time stopping it. They can stop it, but it's not as consistent as it should be for them. So there we go with that. So we got another first down here. So looks like we've got some confusion here. We're going to an overloaded line. We're going to this pie formation, which is my kind of power I kind of thing. And had a little bit of confusion there with some of the linemen about getting unbalanced over there. So here we go. It's first. We're probably running a 26 or a 24 over here dive, because that's where those the power back running back sniffers are. So here we go. Let's see, we go right down. Yeah, we go right down to a 26. Bust out for 5 or 6 yards there. I'll take that every day. So it's about 2nd and 4 here. Looks like we're going right back down there. And I try to get fancy and run a counter here. And got a couple of yards there. Got the first down, actually. But then we go back into Beast Jumbo, and looks like they're really not wanting us to run outside with that tailback again. So we go back to Beast Tank, because that worked a while ago. We're a Beast Wedge. We're in the Beast formation. Wedge works out again for another 5 yards there. That worked out pretty good. Now we move, looks like we move back into the trig here. Now you see how I'm using these different formations. The defense is really having to adjust. This is now an even line. We go back to Beast tight. We're going to Beast Jumbo. And so the D-line is having to pay attention, and you kind of catch everybody sometimes of what's not making their movement here. But looks like we're in the trig here. This is still the first series, I think, and we're still working it. And there we go. Actually, I think this was the second series, actually. So nobody scored in their first or second series. Looks like we're in pie again here. Just trying to run it over the 6-hole. Piles up. He breaks out, makes a good cut there. Looks like we've almost got a first there. Looks like we're going to run like a 23 here. It's pretty tight. Let's see what he does. We run a counter, and I outcoach myself again and really kind of blow it. You know, it was going so good just running downhill, and you kind of overthink yourself. Well, let me try a counter and see what happens. And didn't really get the yards I want. Although that was 2nd down 4. Not a bad time to try that out. So now we're going to run a sweep. Try to get outside with a pitch. Let's see, and he kind of doesn't make it here, I don't think. And I think we're going to run a beast for the first down. And I don't think we make it. And we didn't make it. They stopped us there on that. And I probably overthought myself there, trying to do some things fancy. I normally don't do offense. I think this was first season, a couple of seasons. I should have really probably there stuck with pounding the ball in the middle, because that was really working out well in that pie stuff. So just FYI, coaches, I probably should have stayed in the middle. Since none of that worked, and I wanted to try out the speed formation on this team, because I knew we'd probably meet them in the playoffs. I wanted to see if we had the speed to pull this off. So we're running speed here, and I'm doing this knowing that it may not work, but this is early in the season, and I'm trying to see if we can pull this off with better teams. And so here we go. We got a direct dive. He hits the 3-hole good. That's exactly where we wanted him to hit. That's a nice 5 or 6 yard gain there. So like that. Let's see what we got here. Another motion. We got a lead here. Really nice. We're pounding them up in the middle, and if I don't overthink it, I should keep doing that. But I'm probably going to do something else because we barely beat them in this game. But let's see what I've got going on here. So we're still in speed. We got a first down off of that, and then we get a flag because of a bad snap again. And that's killer. That really ruins drive. You coaches out there, this is like the second or third game of the season, and we're still working that out. And this speed stuff with all the motion and things that are going on is really kind of tough. So just remember that. So now we got a penalty. We go in motion here. We're trying to run a sweep with him, and I think he's bubbling out. If you notice how he's bubbling out like that, I'd rather have him hit a little bit because he's not really gaining yards there. I'd rather hit an angle and then try to make the corner, but I try not to get him on him too bad. He is a really good back, and he can break those every now and then, so we'll let that one go there. So we're second and now probably 19 or so. So let's see what we got. I think this might be a counter play. Yeah, it's a little counter play. I got kind of fancy. We get about 3 yards back maybe. Was hoping for more. So everybody knows, since most people know, since I'm a beast guy, I haven't really liked what's been going on there. I'm probably going to run some beast play. Looks like I'm running a beast wedge. Here we go. And you can see the wedge gets 5 or 6 yards down. Now I'm about 4th and 8. And, this isn't too bad. I'm going to try to run a beast jumbo sweep to the wide. I don't think I get the right blocks here. We have the free safety blitz. That fullback, who's actually my son, just let that free safety shoot right in there. And he should have picked that up. If he picks that up, I think we're pretty good to go. So that series is over. I think they actually scored in this time frame right here. So I'm still trying to test out the speed. I probably should go back to pie, but I know we're going to meet these guys later on in the year. So I'm trying to get on with this speed stuff and see where we're at. Looks like we've got some more confusion in this. That's what the speed formation, it's a little bit more complicated than some of the other stuff I run, and so it is somewhat confusing. So you guys that are doing speed, I really like to have 3 practices a week when I'm running speed in this wide double wing formation, and we only have 2 in KYA, so it's a little bit tough. So here we go. We get some motion going on, and then we have a fumble there, and that just that's killer again. And then I give this guy a run for the money. He's not very fast, but I'm hoping they're keying the other tailback, and they really weren't. They were ready for that, so that didn't work out. I overthought that again. So it is 3rd and 11. I go back to the beast because that's where I'm comfortable here. I can get some yardage. I'm hoping to get 5 or 6 yards out of this, and let's see what we get. And I pop out of there, and I've got my yardage, and I think he barely gets a first down there. So you guys that think it's gimmicky and doesn't really work, there it is. I needed a first down. It was 3rd and about 11. Looks like I got the 3rd and 11 or 12 there. And it's a very simple thing to install. And this is against a Super Bowl team here. So I got the first down. Speed really wasn't working. Beast is kind of working. All the inside stuff is working. So I go back to trig, which is the diamond formation, which is really an inside running formation and a double pop pass formation. So let's see what we do here. And it looks like we're probably going to hit a 24 dive. And didn't get a whole lot of blocking out of that, but I think he got 2 yards. Maybe he got it like a yard. So here we stay still with it. We're going to do a quick dive, and he makes some good plays in there in traffic. Everybody was hooked up, not paying attention. And we got lucky. I will say that was kind of lucky, but that's the advantage when you make your preseason drafting and recruiting. You really want to get good backs, and that pays off for us here. So. I think this was a beast left, beast right tank, and you can see that fullback. The film missed it, and he's over it there for a first down, I believe. Yeah, we got us a first down. I think this might be the last series, and they're up 6-0 right now. So we go into beast jumbo. It's first down. They know the previous game we threw a 60-yard touchdown out of this. And so we're hoping they might think this. So let's see what we got here. I think he's sweeping to the 18 hole again. Makes a pretty good call. He beats that strong safety that time that blitzed, which was good, and gets a nice yardage out of that. So that gets us down the field. So now I'm going wide. I'm coming back to tight. And looks like there's a nice gap here for the tank hole. Let's see what happens. And he runs a wedge, and he's going to get about 4 or 5 yards on that wedge play, and we help him out. So you see how the linemen push on the backs? We teach that, to push on the tacklers and the backs. So he's going to run another play. Looks like a beast tank, and they're kind of setting on him, but that's about a 3 or 4 yard play. So I think we actually got a first down there, so now we move to trig. And we hit that fullback again with a quick little dive, hoping they're keying the tailback. Looks like he gets 3 or 4 yards. Oh, there's the first down, so we got it. So we're back in the trig. We're going to try to hit him, pound him down in the middle again. And we got a double power lead to the 6 hole. Probably gets 3 or 4 yards there on that. We're going to stick with the beast because we're doing much better here in the middle. And let's see what he does here. Runs a wedge, gets stuck, and then he bounces too wide. He should have just bounced right off the guard, but they do a good job on defense clogging that hole. Since they had gone in there and clogged the middle, I'm gonna wide open it. And I told the back to hit this stretch area right here, not to take it too wide because they've been really kind of going wide on him. And let's see what he does here. And he hits this stretch area right here. Makes a good little play. I think we get a first down on this. Yeah. So we, instead of going way wide, we stretched it and kept it. I think I told him to do the exact same thing again, but he bounces a little bit, and that's okay. And we take it in there. And so now it's 6-6. As you can see, it's fourth quarter with 3:36 to go. And we got us a touchdown here. And I'm going back to the old standby to get this extra point. And we were running a beast tank, but for you guys that run the beast, you should see that there's going to be a hole here and a hole here every now and then. Works out. This guy's been running the beast formation for about 4 seasons, and he sees it. And you can see he just plops right up in there for the extra point. So now it's 7-6 with like 3 minutes to go. We actually got the ball back, and we're all happy. And I'm in trig because I'm hoping, if we do fumble, there's 3 backs back there, and I probably should have run beast here because I can just run the clock out, but I'm thinking, we can get this handoff, and then we make a bonehead fumble right here and give them the opportunity, and they have a back that's really good, but I try to give them the opportunity to score here. We held them for 3 plays and won the game 7-6. But I tell you what, I was really upset with myself there for not just running Beast and putting a back behind the Beast back there. But yeah, that guy made a good play on defense, made us fumble. But this, like I said, this was a game against the Super Bowl team. We were both in the Super Bowl. This was about the 3rd game in the season. It was against a harder team. You can see yesterday's film was against an easy team. This was against the harder team in the league, and how I did some play calling there. And you can see how I go in and out of the formations, what I feel comfortable with, what I think's going on, where I think we can hit them. In this game, I would say I probably should have gotten out of speed a little bit more, but like I did tell you as we were going through, I wanted to see where we were at with that and see if we could use it against them in the Super Bowl, and actually just show them that in case, so they'd have to kind of scout up on it. But yeah, so that was a good game there, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. And a little bit more about the Power Wing Beast offense and how it works for a full game against a hard team. We actually lost to them in the Super Bowl because that tailback that you just saw there, he moved after this game, and we wound up actually going undefeated for the season because we changed some things up and it worked out. So I was happy to get to the Super Bowl. Knew we probably couldn't totally get it unless we got lucky, but it was a great season. Enjoyed it. And so, yeah. So, so this is Coach Parker with CoachParker.org. Hope you enjoyed the video. You can pick up the Power Wing Beast Offense ebook in the Adobe PDF format on my website at CoachParker.org for $24.99. I also have my defensive book, the 6'2" Multi-8 Youth Football Defense. It's also over there in ebook Adobe PDF format for $24.99. I've been coaching for a long time. These two systems are proven and effective, and have given me a 70% plus winning percentage and playoff percentage. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave those below. Like it or dislike it. And remember, this is Coach Parker with CoachParker.org. Play for fun, but winning is funner. Ciao. See you guys later.